Thank you, Eric. Thank you for the gracious introduction. It has been great catching up with you this week. And good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the warm welcome. I can't tell you how humbled and honored I am to be receiving such a prestigious recognition by my beloved alma mater. I want to thank the leadership at the school, our president, Susan Chambers, our board of trustees, the faculty, and of course, all the student body for your generosity and your hospitality. The last couple of days have just been, they've been breathtaking. I also want to thank my fellow honorees. It's been great getting to know you and sharing this honor with each of you, and my sincere congratulations for the well-deserved honor. I do want to take a couple of minutes and express my gratitude to some specific people whose support made this honor possible. Now, I don't have the same entourage that some of my fellow honorees have, but I do want to thank my friends first. When I think about my time here at Jewell, the relationships are what really made the experience the fulfilling part of my life that it was. My classmates, my fraternity brothers, my teammates, there would have been an emptiness had those relationships not existed. It was my time on the Hill, in the locker room, in the classroom, at the house that really has shaped a significant part of my professional journey as well as my personal development. And they're relationships that still bring so much genuine joy to my life, and I know will endure for years to come. I want to thank my family, specifically my parents, mom and dad. Thank you for allowing me to become a Cardinal. My time at Jewell was enhanced and enriched because of the solid foundation you created for me throughout my childhood, a foundation based on hard work, merit, teamwork, humility, and especially love. These are principles that allowed me to endure the challenges, celebrate the successes, and appreciate the journey that was my experience as a Cardinal, an experience that continues to shape the life that I live to this very day. Thank you. I love you. And I want to thank my wife. So my wife and I didn't know each other when I went to Jewell. I have to admit, I think that worked to my benefit. I'm not sure if she would have thought the same of me if she had witnessed me at any number of KA parties. Wasn't always on my best behavior. But in all seriousness, when I think about this recognition and it being signified with achievement, I want you to know that none of it would be possible without you. Your commitment to our partnership in life and your steady, unconditional support have made everything we've accomplished possible. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. I love you. And then I want to thank my children. They're in school today, so they couldn't be here. But as all parents in the audience know, they're my world. So much of what I learned from my time at Jewell, I've tried to incorporate in how I raise them as a father. They give my life true purpose, and they are my inspiration. So when I was first notified of this honor a couple months ago, I started to reflect back on my time at Jewell, and that's been a really incredible process. I relived so many fond memories, countless moments that had such an impact on my life. But what was interesting was I kept coming back to a real simple theme, although it's had an incredibly profound impact on me. And I think it summarizes why being a Cardinal has been so important in my life. And that theme, that message is simply this: William Jewell is a place that teaches you the value of doing hard things. And it starts on day one. It starts in the classroom. And I know there's several of you here, so anyone who's taken the responsible self with Dr. Walters, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I see him sitting right in front of me, so I just want you to know that's a compliment, Dr. Walters. Okay. It wasn't just responsible self. Statistics, business law, cost accounting, all part of my greatest hits list when I think about all the classes that I struggled with and challenged me beyond anything I experienced academically. But the application was broad. Hard things existed on the playing field as well. Anyone else go from being an accomplished student athlete in high school and then play exactly 0 minutes your freshman year on your athletic team? Coach Fabian can verify that if anyone wants to check that statistic for me. So, so there's obviously the playing field, and then there's the social component. So many of us walk on Jewell's campus having few, if any, pre-existing relationships. You have to make friends and engage socially and basically start over from ground zero. These are all moments in time that are part of your Jewell experience. And believe me when I tell you, it's hard. But that's the beauty of the Hill. That's how Jewell reveals its greatness. Jewell teaches you there's no such thing as an easy button. This college challenges you to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Whether it's staying up all night studying for an exam, waking up at 5 a.m. for off-season workouts, or introducing yourself to complete strangers in your first class with hopes of budding friendships, you're required to do hard things. That being said, no matter how hard it gets, Jewell encourages you to keep showing up. Keep showing up even when you feel overwhelmed in a particular class. Keep showing up even when the best you can do is second string practice reps on the scout team. There are no promises of a 4.0 GPA, no promises of playing time, no promises of lifelong friendships. But if you embrace the struggle, accept the challenges, and meet them head on, you get something so much more powerful. You gain character, you build resilience, you develop grit. You learn that with each setback, each moment of self-doubt, to keep showing up, because even in failure, you're growing with each appearance, each essay submitted, each project completed, each off-season workout, and eventually that commitment, that discipline, that confrontation of hard things become tremendous breakthroughs. Maybe you ace your cost accounting exam. Maybe you break the starting lineup on the football team. Maybe you gain a group of lifelong brothers. Or maybe it's just the self-realization of how much you've grown and how much better you are because you committed to being a Cardinal. I want to thank my alma mater for teaching me character, for providing me the experiences and teaching me the values that have brought me fulfillment beyond my wildest dreams. Thank you, William Jewell, for the blessing and the privilege of being a Cardinal.